class, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Guys, before we go any further, I would like to send a shout out to Marsha and Adon. Hi puts, thank you guys for subscribing, and I hope you guys stick around and enjoy the content. But guys, let's talk about this elf. Y'all can tell by the title of the video what's going on. So guys, I have been using the 16-hour camo concealer for about 2-3 months now. No, about 2 months. I've been using it about 2 months, and I really like it because of the simple fact that I am oily in this area right here, and it kind of helps control my oils, with the prep of, prepping the skin and getting it ready for concealer, foundation and concealer and all that stuff. It holds up pretty good. But I seen just recently that they came out with a hydro concealer, that's hydrating camo concealer. So I was like, let's check the skin out and all that good stuff and go forward. Yeah, all that jazz. I already moisturized as well. I moisturize using my Cetaphil, and I'm just gonna put down a little oil because I've been liking this oil a lot lately. It's been really good, and it's the Milani Green Goddess oil. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on, not gonna do much. And I like the way they got the little application or whatever. This some bomb ass oil. Like I said, I'm not gonna do much because I already got a lot going on the face. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. matte primer, especially in this area where I tend to get most oily at. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that. Not much, because I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. poreless putty primer. I'm going in with the e.l.f. poreless putty primer, mainly around this area right here, trying to get them smile lines. I'm going to go in my T-zone area with some setting powder. Not much, just a little dab, just to help control a little bit more of the oils. I'm using the Milani setting powder in the shade number 2. It's translucent. I'm just gonna set that, right in there. And I seen Jackie on to do this, and I said, well, that's a thought, Okay guys, now that I have my powder set down, we're gonna go in with one of my favorite foundations. And one of my favorite foundations is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte, and that's what we'll be using for foundation. This on the back of my hand. That's like 2 pumps. And I'm gonna just use the back of my beauty blender, the back of my sponge. Put it that way. And it's a really pretty good match for me. See? Boom. Guys, so I have my foundation down. We're gonna do one side the 16-hour camo, and we're gonna do the other side the hydrating camo. Going in with deep cinnamon on this side. I have this side blended out. This is the 16-hour camo side, and now we're gonna go in with the hydrating camo concealer on this side. See how much more redder it is, but I don't know, we're gonna rock with it though. See how much more redder that looks. That looks just a tad bit more redder than the other side, but it still blends out really nice. Like I said, with this, you have to move kind of with the 16-hour camo. You kind of got to move a little fast because it does dry down a little fast because it is a sort of a matte like concealer. So you kind of got to move a little bit fast with it. Go ahead and cream contour right now, and this is the Rich Ebony. This side is the camo side, and this side is the hydrating side. So we're going to contour with this side. I like this shade in the undertone of it. Just gonna pinch it. And concealer in a Rich Ebony on this side. See how much more redder, cooler that looks. Well, we just don't go with it. Okay guys, so I have everything blended out. I'm gonna go ahead and set with some pressed powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set with some pressed powder by Black Radiance. Act like I don't want to open, but I'm just gonna use a brush I'm gonna use the sponge. I'm gonna use sponge and just set under both eyes with the powder. I have everything set. I'm gonna go ahead and finish everything else off camera, and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts on this e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Well, the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer and the Hydrating Concealer. So I'll be right back. So I'm back. It's been about 2 hours. I know I said I was coming right back, but it's actually been about 2 hours since I finished. Just to give y'all a sum of what I finished up with, if you was just wondering, I went in with the Makeup Revolution Patricia Bright palette. On my eyes, I used this burgundy and this shade of brown, and I used this as the like cut crease, and I use this as a highlighter, and I used this as a blush. But y'all can't tell me this side ain't bone, period. But anyway, and I used the e.l.f. liquid liner to do my wing, and I used the I Envy lashes in a 111, and I used my setting spray, my all-nighter setting spray by Urban Decay. And on my lips, I use a doll face in the Bomb as LA Colors. Excuse my language, but it is a bomb. And just a Wet n Wild brown liner to finish up my look. But anyway, guys, just to sum this up, like I said, it's been about 2 hours since I had this on, and it pretty much looks the same to me. It don't look like it's a big difference from the 16-hour Camo Concealer. This is the 16-hour Camo Concealer, and this is the hydrating side. It really don't look that different to me. I don't know if it's because how I set my face. I went in with the with my Cetaphil moisturizer. I used the Green Goddess oil. I used the e.l.f. matte primer and the e.l.f. poreless putty primer, and I also used the Milani translucent setting powder in the shade number 2. So I don't know if that made a big of a difference for it to change how it sits on the face. I don't know. I did that because I wanted to see with my kind of like everyday routine that I do with my face, would it make a difference, or should I have not used those products and just went at it with a nice primer or what have you, just to see how it just would react. But as far as I can see, like I said, guys, it pretty much looks the same to me. It doesn't look very different. The 16-hour Camo Concealer, because like I said, I had it on for 2 hours, so I don't know if how I set my face again, how I set my face, if it made a big difference. But guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm not going to be long-winded. I'm just going to give this a try again tomorrow. I'm just going to, if I decide to go ahead and do a little everyday look tomorrow, I'm just going to try it again. But I'm just not going to set my face with the matte primer by e.l.f. Or I'm not going to, and I'm not going to set my face with powder, just to see. And I'm going to use it on its own. I'm not going to do a versus. I'm just going to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer and see if there's a difference. See if I'm missing anything without using matte primers in with a matte primer in setting my face. But guys, I'm going to get up out of here because I got to get some children in the bed. Well, in the tub, in the bed, because they had already ate and all that good stuff. So I got to get them to where they need to be for school in the morning. Thank God it'll be Friday tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that is all for this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And once again, to Marsha and Dawn, thank you guys for subscribing, and I do hope you stick around. But guys, in the meantime, between time, I will see you guys in my next one, and may God open up the windows and pour you out abundance of blessings. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.